Are we recording? All right, listeners. So we are just doing a quick pre-message advertisement here for our December sponsor. So we have Figurosity, which is a website on the interweb where you can go and draw from, I suppose they're not live models. They are 3D generated models pre-posed for you, and you can select from a wide variety of body shapes, male, female, couples, and all sorts of positions. Don't look like that. It's not dirty. It's art. Angela, our always on the podcast, Angela is giving me all sorts of looks. But anyways, so it's a very cool website. Check it out, Figurosity. And for those of you like me who can't spell, that is FIGUROSITY.com. And you can get in a whole assortment of different models and poses. And since they are sponsoring us, so they have been polite enough to give us a coupon code for $5 off. And so their monthly subscription rate is about $5, so that's a free month. Or if you subscribe for the whole year, it actually is about a month and a half. And so it's pretty cheap. If you subscribe for the whole year, it's around $3. If you get monthly, it's about $5. And with that, you get additional access to other things. You can change the models to being just smooth, like like mannequins, or you can just show the musculature of the model, and you can turn that pose 360 degrees. So you can just not only have the pose, you can position it how you like. You can change the light angle. There's a whole bunch of options. So check them out, Figurosity.com, and use coupon code Inebri-Art. There's no hyphen on that coupon code. Inebri-Art. All right, welcome back, Inebri-Ites. This is the Inebri-Art podcast, and your host, Andy. And this is our Christmas special this year, fuck Boxing Day. And so we brought Monsta back in to hang out with us. And so welcome, Monsta.
I'm back.
And then Fish is here, of course, stuffing his face. And we're just kind of getting ready for the Inebri-Art Christmas party here at the New World Tavern. So, elephant in the room. What did you think of the Star Wars movie? Because I tried to talk to you, and you're like, let's save this for the podcast.
Well, you were like, I'm going to have a conversation with you.
Prior to our conversation.
Yeah, I was like, we're going to talk
It's kind of how he works. He's the king of the pre-interview. Like
then you get fucking pissed at me for doing no prep work.
Yeah, I thought this was no prep. I thought you went into this cold.
I wasn't planning on talking about the movie.
But then he'll just get into a conversation with people and then start asking them questions that's like, we should really talk about this on the show. And he just kind of goes.
So, should also mention back this week.
Oh, and back is Kate O'Neill, who was with us last week.
I didn't make you walk in the rain this year.
Oh,
that's
did.
right. Actually, I don't think you made him walk. I think last year he was like, no, fuck it, I'd rather walk in the rain.
She did ask me where I was going yesterday when I had to go run an errand, and she did offer to help. So 1 year later, my guilt trip is working out.
Nice.
And,
paying dividends.
And this actually also plays into it. We went and saw the movie together.
Oh, okay.
And we actually are like-minded on this topic.
All right, so let's hear it.
So,
on a scale of 1 to 10.
We're on the same page about this, so.
On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm not exactly sure, and I'm not exactly sure where it fits in my hierarchy, but I would say that I loved it.
Wow.
So,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of back and forth on the internet, and I'm in the love camp. So I would say it's top 5 for me.
Wow, I am firmly placed solidly in the middle.
Wait, like top 5 Star Wars movies?
Yeah. I know there's only 8.
That's not a hard list.
No, there's only 5.
So here's the question. Which of the new movies is it better than?
It's better.
Is it better than Rogue One or Force Awakens?
It's better than The Force Awakens.
Really? I like Force Awakens better.
That's because Force Awakens was basically, let's just do Star Wars all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Bigger
what
and more
bugged the shit out of me.
See, but I
was
felt
like-
like this one was, we're going to add shit to the movie just to sell it to you, and that bugged the crap out of me.
The Force Awakens.
What, you mean like all the little critters?
Like
The little,
Oh, you mean
all
like-
the Pokemon that were added to the movie.
As opposed to, dude, that's Star Wars
So
and it's
it-
Disney. Of course they're going to sell you shit.
So you're saying that you're upset that Star Wars was a toy-making vehicle?
No.
It's been that forever.
No, I know that.
Because Star
But it
Wars
was
is,
like,
it gone.
even for Star Wars, it was blatant. Like,
Ewoks.
I'm used to them being like,
Yeah, this is the first time they've done it since, what, 83?
yeah, but the Ewoks were involved in the story.
Okay.
Those little fucking penguin things,
Orcs were comic
Orcs.
relief.
they had nothing to do with
They
the
were
story
comic
whatsoever.
relief, and you could take them or leave them.
Yeah.
They were a little background thing.
Yeah.
The Crystal Foxes were more of a pain in the ass, but at least they had a plot device.
I didn't like those things either.
I was like-
To me, those are fucking Pokemon.
Those things look awesome. I was all behind them. I want to go to Star Wars Land and catch
See?
Pokemon.
I
See?
Yes.
I feel like that.
I'm
The
perfectly
next Star
okay
Wars
with that.
The next Star Wars movie is basically just them all going around playing Pokemon Go.
I mean, if you want, you can just tell me why you don't like it, and we can tell you why you're wrong.
So that was the one thing. Is like even
was it?
even
That brought you
well
score
no
down to a
that
5?
was one thing. No, I said I'd say 6.
Yeah, he's at 6. I'm at about 7.
I didn't like. I felt it was even for Star Wars and Disney. It was like heavy-handed for selling you stuff. And for Star Wars and Disney, that's saying something.
Their product placement was selling their own stuff, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
It's
just
not like Coke was.
But and again, it's not like I'm used to them being like, we made a fucking action figure for every background character. This was we added this character just to sell it to you.
All right.
The Princess Leia flying in space scene, I thought it was weird.
So you're upset that
I'm not upset.
Luke's twin that he said you have the same power as I do.
So Luke can fly in space.
30 years ago.
Never saw that.
So she didn't fly in space. So in the weightless vacuum of space, she used the Force to pull herself towards an object. So that's so far fetched outside of I can lift objects.
No. I'm not. I
So you're saying a telekinetic
No,
can
no,
pull
no.
himself in a vacuum across space.
It's
this is
not
the thing.
that
Is
she
I won't
did
even give. It just looked weird.
Yeah,
like
it
I
was
thought it looked really weird.
It wasn't a really well executed scene.
All right, fair enough.
Like, if
it was a faux death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't dead yet, so they weren't. Gonna
So
be
they weren't
like-
going to kill
Yeah.
her.
They weren't going to kill her. So in that scene, yeah, they chose a weird
Yeah.
opportunity,
Yeah, but-
but at the same time,
Because I'm not hating on it. I enjoyed the movie. I just didn't think it was great.
I'm like, but I heard some bitch about that today. Like, well, she flew. A, she didn't fly.
Right.
And B, they block laser beams with laser swords.
Yeah.
Talk to
and
ghosts.
I totally understand that
Lift
whole.
objects.
I understand
like,
the.
shoot lightning. But you're like, you couldn't move across space freely
was-
with no weight.
No,
It was
What the
a
hell?
poorly
I
executed
was
scene.
I was literally like, it was a bad visual.
All right.
Like,
Like,
looked funky.
it wasn't really
But
well
you know what?
executed.
At that point, everybody was like, "Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh wait a minute, maybe Leia does have the Force,
Um,
like they told us a long time ago." And,
And
she
then,
talked
and
to
then,
her brother.
and
before
then
I was
as
all
we
the
were
time.
walking out of the movie, Fish is like, I can't believe they just didn't tell Poe the plan. And I realized that the entire movie would not have happened if they were just like, this is the plan.
Most of it would have happened, but at the same time, he just pissed them all off because he got all their bombers killed because he didn't listen to them.
Right.
And the general was like, "Go fuck yourself." And then he was like, "Tell me the plan," and they're like, "Why? So you can fuck it up?" So and then he went off and fucked it up anyway.
Right, but
So Poe, the hero of
but
the
even
Republic,
but even
was-
if they had just told the plan, the
And then-
plan would have worked.
And at the end, he kind of got it because he was like, "I got an idea. Let's go charge at these rickety ass ships." And then he got halfway there, and he's like,
this
"Oh,
is
a bad
really
idea."
fucking stupid. Yeah.
So finally, he got it.
Like-
at the very end, he was like, "Maybe I don't know everything."
Yeah.
Remember
Like-
how I fucked up our plans back at the ship too? Maybe I don't know everything.
Yeah, like his character arc was fine. Rey's was fine.
I just didn't think it was great.
Kylo
I
Ren was fantastic.
I think the more of the point is that at that point in time, they didn't know how they were tracking through hyperspace. So if they were to tell everybody, "Hey, listen, we have a plan. We're all going to jump ship," I think they probably were like, "Maybe they'll find out what we're doing. So we're going to
Yeah.
keep this close to the vest."
Oh, maybe, I suppose.
So
I
but
don't
they
know.
didn't stop to tell you that. But there's plenty of things you could bitch about. But the things you're bitching about are like it's long. They could have done many things.
I don't know, I just-
They went to go look for a guy with a brooch, find a guy with a brooch. Didn't bring the guy with the brooch, brought another guy with a brooch who
Well,
didn't have a brooch.
Yeah.
Who was probably the guy who had the brooch.
Yeah.
Which
No, I think the whole point is they went for the guy with the brooch. For some reason, decided to park illegally on the beach.
Which I thought was hilarious.
It was hilarious, but it was
Like-
really stupid.
But it was really stupid that they caught a guy who's like, here's
then-
the guy who's parked on the beach.
and then directors were parking on the fucking
like
beach.
if you parked
I just didn't think it was
illegally in
great.
Vegas and they would find you in a casino immediately.
Yeah.
And be like, those are
I
the
like the
people.
fact they got into the casino dressed like they were, and everybody was like all blitzed out. I'm like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't get on that floor.
And they got thrown in
It's like-
casino jail. Listen,
Yeah.
the whole thing on the casino planet, can take it or leave it.
Yeah. I just didn't think it was great.
That felt like prequel stuff.
Yeah,
I can
get
well, I
that.
can see that.
It
That
felt
felt
like they were trying to do Bespin again. Like they were
Well-
trying to do Cloud City.
They were trying to do Cloud City. I actually thought it would have been awesome if they sent him to Cloud City.
Clown City?
If they, sent him
If they went to
City,
Clown City, I might have been on board. I might have
but
been like,
how dope
this
would it
is
have been
crazy.
if they found the dude with the brooch and it was Lando?
That would have been
That'd
fucking
be
crazy
fantastic.
dope.
Like, why isn't Lando in these movies?
Yeah,
Why is
Because
he
he
getting
didn't,
short
as far
shift?
as I know, he didn't want to be.
They had Finn.
Yeah.
Like, you got one.
Like,
Oh god, it's
come
like
on,
The
man.
Walking Dead, you can only have one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
The other
I'm
dude
just
shows up,
saying-
that guy's gonna
I'm just
die.
saying it. Like, they're like so diverse.
Yeah.
I'm like, they had
One black dude.
one black dude,
One
and
Asian
an
chick.
Asian
One
lady.
Asian lady.
They had to. They
Yeah.
killed one.
No, I liked it. I didn't think it was great.
She did go out like a badass, though.
She did
Like the whole...
by kicking a ladder, and
In a
catching
bomber.
a thing.
I will say,
Oh, that's Kate's big rub.
the
What?
bomber in space.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
no
the
one
whole-
brings up the
fact that there's no
gravity.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's the thing,
figured
gravity.
this out.
Gravity, I can live with.
We
because
figured
it's
out
in
a way to make
ship.
this
first of all,
work,
it's
but-
very easy to work. There could have been a device that just moved the bombs along.
No, they definitely are working with gravity, but here's the thing: there's gravity inside the ship. So as soon as the bombs start to fall, the top bombs push it down.
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm
then in the
saying. That's
vacuum
still
of
something
space,
inside the- yeah.
momentum
It's
pushes them
yeah.
along.
It's not that. It's
It's
that
not
she was at
like
the
that.
bottom of an open spaceship and she was not,
At
as-
the end of Rogue One,
Fixated.
Vader stands there with like the wind blowing somehow in space. He's like, "Your ship got away." in the
Yeah,
wind."
Yeah, the
it's wind
difference being
space. Space
he's-
wind.
There's a
Vader.
big window that the
He's
spaceships fly
literally-
through.
let's
Put it-
literally
let's put it
wearing a
this way.
mask.
There's not a lot of science in Star Wars.
No,
No, but there never
Star
has
Wars
been.
isn't
That
Star
was-
Wars.
yeah.
And you know what? There's
always a big
ships
sound in
blow up and
space.
there's
Yeah.
fire.
It's
Yeah.
it's space fantasy.
and there's
That's fine.
noise. Like every fight would end with pinhole.
Well, but
Ship
that's
gets crushed.
that's why I always liked Firefly. Is all the space stuff had no noise.
Fair enough. And that
But-
scene where they do turn around and shoot the ship.
Yeah, but
Where Laura Dern
Which was
decides to do
super dope.
yeah, it was fantastic.
That was really great.
that. So that scene was awesome. It's all
Oh,
good.
you can
It's
do
okay.
it good.
Welcome, Smitty.
My voice.
Say Merry Christmas, Smitty.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
To figure out how to.
So
shut
yeah,
my phone.
I just
Thank you.
I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I'm just kind of middle of the road.
I thought that
I thought Rogue One was far better.
Rogue One was good, but I could tell that they rewrote a lot of it, and it was kind of a mess. Considering half the shit they showed ahead of time, they didn't put in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. Like I don't. I just count
Had
what's
I
in the
not
movie.
seen it,
Yeah.
I would not have cared about it. But
Yeah.
I was like, "Where's that scene? I'm a rebel. I rebel. Let's go, New Wave, Punky Brewster.
Yeah.
I want to hear you."
See,
and she's like,
the
"No."
the only time when shit like that bugs me is when, like, that was one of my big prequel problems. When I'm like, why is General Grievous asthmatic? And they're like, well, if you watch the cartoon, I'm like, no, I shouldn't have to do fucking homework to watch a movie.
Why does this robot have asthma? Like, this is
And
bullshit.
then all of a sudden, C-3PO's gold for no reason, and they're like, oh, well, if you read such a... I'm like, no, I'm not. No, it's in the movie.
No extended
That's
universe
movie
stuff.
making.
Yeah.
Extended universe is fine.
There are people.
But you
that-
can't change major plot points and expect people to go research it.
You can't have stuff from the
It-
extended
yeah.
universe showing up in changing movie plot because then it's
Because then
kinda
it's not.
shit story.
Well, then it's not extended.
it's pretty shit storytelling.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Sal Guerrero, you didn't know who the hell that was unless you watched Clone Wars and Rebels.
No, they explain who he is. In the movie, they explain who he
Yeah.
is, and you're like, okay, that's fine.
Like they gave him the. I mean,
Like
you
even
need
if
a
they
ton.
said, "Oh, General Grievous, you forgot your inhaler from that fight that you had before because of this, that, and the other thing," you'd be
You're
like,
not a
"Oh,
robot. You're actually a
yeah."
thing.
It
You
would just
need-
it made no sense.
yeah,
By the way, I
they
never thought of that. Now it's gonna bug me forever. The General Grievous has asthma.
yeah.
Well,
he
that's,
doesn't matter.
that's what it's like.
I'll leave you with this, and then maybe we can break for a hot second. So
Okay.
I can get more into it, but I don't want to tell strangers this.
You don't want to tell strangers things that are going out on the internet.
That's true. No. So
He doesn't have to see them reacting.
Yeah.
pause it for a minute. So we can
All right.
just say
We'll come right back after we finish eating.
All right. We gotta get you shots.
Okay, so we're back.
Talk to the microphone, not to the
We
computer.
have eaten, and shut up, fish. So, all right. So we did our Star Wars thing. What have you been up to
going
this?
to give you my final hot take
Oh, all right.
on the
go
thing.
ahead. Go ahead.
Why I feel the way I feel is that
The dead
Yes.
horse not beaten. Go on.
yes, the movie was long. Yes, there were things you could change about it.
See, I didn't even think long. Like that was not even.
We went in at 7, got out like 10. I was like, how did that happen?
Never even crossed my mind that was an issue.
I didn't really feel that it was. I didn't realize it was long, but then I was like, you could have cut some fat in the middle there for sure.
Yeah.
But given all its flaws, at the end of the day, I got to see some shit that I got to see Luke Skywalker be Luke Skywalker. I got to see Yoda show up. All right. I know you didn't like that for some strange reason.
I just thought the giggling part was weird.
It's Yoda.
Did you see Yoda before?
Dude,
Yeah.
Yoda was one of the better parts in the movie.
Yoda shit giggles Luke like every single time they ever talk.
It was weird. Just the way they did it was weird. I don't know.
He was honest to God. He showed up. He was Empire Strikes Back Yoda, not prequel Yoda.
Exactly. He was
He was-
puppet Yoda.
Yeah.
He was
No,
a
I
puppet.
get it.
He was kind of bugfuck crazy. He was screwing around with Luke
I'm-
for his own entertainment. He was the guy who.
Do you hear me arguing about Yoda being in it? I just said the giggling was weird. It looks
I really
weird.
think you forgot.
It's one of those.
I
That
think
was
you
Yoda.
forgot Empire Yoda. Like
Yeah.
that's Yoda at the end of his life.
That crazy.
No,
old
I understand
Yoda
that.
was what you expected.
But what you're like, you don't understand the character. I'm not talking about the character. The visual of Yoda giggling looked weird.
Look like a Muppet laughing.
Not even it looked like a bad Muppet laughing.
Do you get what he's saying? I don't get.
Like
he
you're
was literally like.
I
For the
get what
audience at home, Fish and John are giving each other shake looks and
'cause
rolling their eyes at
you keep trying to
Dandy.
explain to me like you don't understand Yoda. Yoda would giggle. I'm not talking about that
no,
he did
I'm
giggle.
literally telling you that they used the same puppet. They did the same thing they did in 1979. They did the
But
same.
they didn't
thing
use
as
the same
everything.
puppet.
Okay, I'm sorry. They made a new puppet. Point
I'm
being
just saying it looked
It
weird.
was a callback to something I haven't
Are you
seen
complaining
in
about
like almost 40 years. And when it happened, I was like, "That's awesome." And then later on, when I found out that those books were on the Falcon anyway, and he blew that shit up anyway, and laughed in Luke's face, and Luke didn't even know, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And then so,
But again, like you're arguing character points. I'm talking about a visual. Like I have no problem with Yoda being there. I have no
all right,
problem
so-
with him acting.
So
the way
through
he was.
all of this,
same-
I'm gonna say
The same thing
that
with Princess Leia, where
I
you're
think-
like, oh, she has the Force. Yeah, I get it. I understand how she flew. I'm saying it looked weird.
So I think the book was great, and you were like, I don't know about that cover.
No,
that's fucked up.
Because I'm saying movies are a visual format, and you have industrial light and magic working for you. Everything should look tip top. I just thought it looked weird.
All right, fair enough. I feel they went old school, used the puppet as a throwback
didn't-
to where it was from.
I get that.
I was distracted in that whole scene just wondering if it was Frank Oz still doing Yoda. And
it was.
It was totally
Of course
Frank
it
Oz.
was.
I could have told you that.
And then to see Luke straight up boss level, at the end.
That
of
was
it.
cool.
Yeah.
And to see Rey come out and do her thing, and just the way the whole thing ended up, I was like, you know what? I see it for its flaws, but honestly, it felt like if I'm gonna complain about this, it was like complaining about sex. It was like, oh, that was too long. I can't
See,
believe you lingered there.
I had no
You
problem
said
with
that to
the.
all the guys, though.
I didn't mind the length of the movie. Like I didn't feel like it was a long movie. Like I was fine with that.
No, I just meant like
Yeah.
there was so much good in it that any little nitpick I had just felt stupid. Like I feel stupid about complaining about it. I'm alone in this fact because
Yeah.
everybody complains.
Everyone's hating on it big time.
Well,
Which I don't understand either.
Well, it
that's the
depends
thing,
on
though.
it. A lot of it depends on why people are hating on it.
yeah.
Because you'll get people who are hating it because there are valid criticisms to the movie. It runs long. A big chunk of the middle is paced really poorly and kind of is unnecessary. And then you've got how dare you have a female lead and what is this black guy doing here and an Asian woman? How dare you? And
We didn't bring that up. You seem
No.
very focused.
Well,
you kind
and
of
everybody's
racist.
like, you're ruining.
you're
Luke's
ruining
legacy.
my childhood.
What did you
But-
do to my Luke? It's like, no, he was
Anyway,
always like that. You just
I'm
don't
in
know.
I'm in a forum with about 40 other people.
Yeah.
And everybody's complaining about the movie, and I'm like, all right, let's just put it down. Let's put a poll up. Love it, hate it, okay. Okay.
I'm
Out of
firmly on okay.
42
That's all.
people.
Yeah.
2 people hate it. 20-something love it.
Yeah.
The most of them are okay.
Yeah.
And then some people put in, I like it more than okay. So out of all that, only 2 people hate it. But those are
They're the
most
loudest
vocal
fucking
motherfuckers
people.
you
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
heard in
yeah,
your
yeah,
life.
of course, yeah.
And that's what the whole internet is. It's
Yeah.
like
It's
there's
loud, angry
this
people.
smaller percentage of people that are just yelling from the rooftops about
Yeah.
how they ruined their life. And they're like, I saw a petition, they're like, you should take this out of canon. And I have 3 other candidates for that I would put in line before this.
Right.
Right? The demasculation of Darth Vader 1 through 3 can go in there.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with that. So
So, anyways, this isn't the Star Wars podcast.
It's whatever we want.
you can make this as short as you want. You can just cut it to where I tell you that you're wrong.
That I'm right.
And then go forward.
He's gonna re-edit you until like I'm John. I like boys.
I like. I was like, you can tell me that it's wrong, that
I'm the
you
one
think
doing
it's
the
okay.
editing, and there are many people I'm willing to fuck with. He's not one of them.
So, we haven't had you on in a year. What have you been up to, art-wise? Year.
Art-wise.
Recap your year. Quickly.
God damn. Did a lot this year. Did a couple of shows. Went down, did the Heroes Con down in North Carolina. Did our own show, Beverly Comic Con 4. Getting ready to do 5. Put out Chroma 3 and 4. Getting ready to do 5. Had a bunch of art shows. Working on a book with my children called Chicken and Waffles, which is
When does that do out? Because
that should be in the can next month. I'm thinking about dropping that at Beverly Con.
nice.
Also thinking about maybe doing Mocha. Maybe it'll go there. I don't know. But I'm not really trying to do a lot of shows this year. I'm trying to make a lot more art and make books
Yeah.
as opposed to do shows.
Cool.
Cool.
So,
So it's shot time
it's shot time. Because why not?
because it's Christmas.
yeah.
And,
my dad.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Dad.
Merry Christmas and whatnot.
Christmas into happy memories.
Yes. What are we drinking? Does it matter? No, no matter.
And Southern Comfort.
Jack Daniels.
Okay.
Brown liquor.
Oh, that's better than I expected.
All right.
That wasn't bad. Thank you.
So I think we might have to
I
pull
was
this.
expecting Southern Comfort again.
We may have to pull this episode a little short because people are starting to show up and the bands look like it's getting kind of ready. I feel like that, but we got a late start. But there are things.
There are things.
There are things.
There are
Hang in
things.
2 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst ourselves.
Great. Hi, selves.
Hi, selves.
See, here's the thing. We already talked to Kate like
Yeah.
10 days ago.
So
Like-
fish, after like 172 episodes, how you doing?
All right, so I'm back.
I'm stressed.
Oh, no, what is this?
Oh, no.
So
What is that?
Jesse had this guy stuff for you guys. This is the first time I've seen you since she's dropped it off. Jesse Fries
Fries.
from episode 1 art shop
Can
on.
you cut that where he messes up Jesse's name?
No, because that's
Can
my
I?
thing.
Yes. Well, I know.
So it's some sort of sweet pepper jelly type stuff. She said you either love it or hate it.
Fair enough.
And so
That
since you
looks
guys
deadly.
are my Inebri-Art brothers, I do have a gift for Monsta. Whoa, feedback.
Feedback.
So,
Not even our feedback.
For Monster.
a gift for Monsta.
Oh, thank you very much. Let's see what this is.
Let's take it. Yeah. So
Yes. Show the microphone. what you got.
audibly open up a package.
Look at the Foley work we're doing now.
We're actually doing this with
Huh?
a crepe paper and a hammer.
Oh, it's
We're
art.
very
It is art.
hammered.
And it is Monsta art. It is
Oh, yeah, that is.
a Predator done by our friend Tina Scott.
Okay,
On the
that's
podcast.
pretty fucking
Yeah.
badass.
All right.
So-
You win.
That's
I
pretty
won.
good.
It's pretty dope.
You
Like I
win.
saw it and I'm like, that motherfucker doesn't need a present. So it's pretty sweet.
Did you ask her to do this for me?
Yes, it did.
Wow.
And then in true form, I have this lovely pink package for Fish that says "For the birthday girl." Merry Christmas.
Well, this is just a win, by the way.
Seriously,
It's pretty sweet, right?
Fucking badass.
Yeah, this is like
Like I'm not gonna
So
lie,
dope.
all night long I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna get that.
The odds of him.
Maybe
oh
I
yeah.
heard that.
Yeah.
It's like Christmas present. I don't know. What were you talking about?
So
well, you went above and beyond, sir.
Hey, not to open my
What can I
birthday
find
present.
at
My
CVS?
birthday girl present. Because
yeah, your birthday girl present,
ooh,
and because he's a giant fucking nerd.
I was literally listening to this on the way down here.
The book or the podcast?
No, the podcast.
So tell our listeners what it is.
I got
Otherwise.
the book of the year. It is No Such Thing as a Fish.
Which you should check out that podcast.
It's a fucking amazing podcast. It's a bunch of researchers who work on a British TV show. And they get together and talk about the weirder shit they have found during the preceding week, and it is goddamn brilliantly funny and super fucked up. And I am absolutely super jazzed about this. This is cool as shit.
Awesome, man. No, you killed it.
I'm wicked excited.
And
Andy,
It worked.
I really can't make fun of you for a good 30 seconds, so thank you.
Nice, you're welcome. So yeah, sorry about the short episode, but the band looks like they're about ready to start. People are showing up, and
This is so cool. I might have to say you were right about Star Wars just to make you feel better.
so
That's on
I'm
Mike.
right about the fact that I thought the movie was okay.
All right.
Yes. Congratulations, Andy. You're allowed to have a valid opinion.
My opinion is
So, because you gave us nice presents, we won't make fun of you for 30 seconds, and we'll say that you were right about your opinion.
Okay, my 30 seconds is up. Andy still look kind of
all
funny.
right. So thanks for coming on, and we should do another year-end recap. We should.
Yeah, we'll do one around.
We'll do a longer episode then.
soonish.
Cool.
Well, we
Yeah.
can record while you're in Florida.
Yeah, whatever.
Sure. You want to guest host? We can do that.
We can do that when we do life drawing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We can just talk shit about you.
It's 58 minutes.
First of all, I
about-
know that's what's going to happen.
It's 58 minutes making fun of Andy. God,
gonna
we're going to
be-
have so many people on.
1 hour. It's going to be called
I'm not doing
Deconstructing
it.
Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty sure we're just going to, like, at the very end of live drawing, it's like, hey, he wants to make fun of Andy for an hour. And go.
Who wants to talk about how awesome? Never mind.
No. I mean, come on.
No,
That's,
I'm a realist. I understand.
I appreciate your willingness to lie to yourself,
Yeah.
but we all know. We've met you.
So, Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
Merry
bitches.
Christmas.
All right. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to check out our other podcast. There's the Bar Talk podcast. There's Old Colony Cast. And, of course, the Inebri-Art podcast along with Jam Packed. You can find all those on Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, pretty much anywhere podcasts are found. If you're on some sort of service and you can't find it, let us know, and we'll help you out and or add our podcast with that, too. You can contact us at inebriart@yahoo.com and follow us on Facebook as well as Twitter at Inebri-Art. And feel free to send us some tips, ideas, advice, hate mail, whatever it is, you can get us there. And again, thanks for listening.